Hey TMFG community, John Iaconetti here with Carlo Cansino. In today's episode of Ask TMFG, we're going to be discussing the importance of having your estate documents. Remember, if you do enjoy the content, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because we love doing these videos for you. In today's episode of Ask TMFG, Carlo's going to be going through the importance of having those estate documents in check. There's a story he just recently went through with one of his clients, so I'll throw it over to Carlo and he can get us started. Carlo?
Thanks, John. Yes, in today's episode, I just wanted to share a scenario that one of my clients is going through now. She's recently lost her father and is unsure of where to start. One of the things that needs to be done when you lose a loved one is locate the will to determine who the executor is. Well, my client, having never had the conversation with her father, is unsure of where it is and if one exists. What she started with was going through all of his important documents in different files to try to locate the will. She wasn't able to find one. Because she couldn't locate her dad's will, the next step she took was to go to the Canada Will Registry. Now, the Canada Will Registry is a database that houses all the wills that Canadians complete that are registered with them. So if you have your will completed by a law professional, it's their role it's their responsibility to register that will with the Canada Will Registry. And for anybody out there who completes a will without the help of a law professional or does it on their own, it's your responsibility to register with the Canada Will Registry as well. There is a nominal fee to do so, but from what it can provide in the event of your death is priceless. And this is what my client is going through now. She's waiting to hear back from the Canada Will Registry to see if her father had completed a will and went the next step to register with them. If the results from the Canada Will Registry say that there is no will in place for her father, the next step would be to apply to the courts to become the administrator or personal representative for the estate. This essentially means that you have the same role as an executor. The only difference would be that as an executor, you can start distributing the estates as soon as the will was probated. Unfortunately, without a will, you have to wait for the courts to approve you as the administrator, which can take long depending on how the court system is at that time. So, dying without a will, you have to jump through a couple of hoops. Walking through the Canada Will Registry to see if one was put in place, and on top of that, having to go through the process of applying to the courts to become the administrator, and that can take a long time, where if assets are required, if funds are needed to pay for a funeral, for any of the dependents who require money to fund expenses, that can all be delayed because of the process to become the administrator. You can avoid all of this for your survivors by just getting those estate planning documents in place. I can't stress this enough, and my client would probably attest to the same thing. If her father had gone through the process of creating the will, she wouldn't have to deal with the sort of bureaucracy or the paperwork of applying to be the administrator.
Those are all great points, Carlo. It's a countless amount of stories now that we've had to deal with just in regards to the estates. And really all this, like you mentioned, could be avoided just by getting a will and power of attorney completed, which is part of the reason why, we harp on it so frequently in our meetings. But also on top of that, we do offer the opportunity for a family meeting as well. So that's just an extra conversation that you can have with the family members, executor, whoever it would be on the will, just to make sure that everyone is aware of their role and can make sure they're ready when the time does come. But that's another episode of Ask TMFG for today. Remember, if you do enjoy the content, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm John Iaconetti.
I'm Carlo Cansino.
And this has been Ask TMFG.